Today we will start on the Neiman Marcus website, and the goal for today is to cover all the designer collections that we did not get to cover in part 1 and part 2. So namely, I would like to cover the Carolina Herrera, the Arkis Punto, and also Badgley Mischka's fall collections. I would also like to circle back around to the Ralph Lauren collection because I feel like we only hit the tip of the iceberg in part 1. And so in this part of the series, I would love to circle back around to that collection and take a deeper look into some of the pieces in that collection because I feel like that collection is amazing. You all have talked about how it was a fun collection to look at, and I had fun looking at that collection as well. And so I would love to share some more thoughts and insight on that collection as well. So that's what I'm hoping to do for this video today. And we're going to start with the Carolina Herrera collection. Now, as you can see here, they have it broken up into sections. We have daytime dresses, cocktail dresses, tops, accessories, and then if I push this little arrow here on the side, you'll see evening gowns and then also skirts. And so we have a few things in the collection that we can browse. I want to first start with the daytime dresses. So this very first dress, I love that they have this dress first too, because it's one of my favorite in the collection. I love the color scheme. I love the fit and flare. I love that it has this beautiful, nice classic neckline and also tie detail. So this is the flared sleeveless self-belt midi trench dress that retails for $1,890. So here you can see a little bit more details. I clicked on the image here, and now we are going to see a few more details and also get a description. So here we can see that it come in the color sand, which is basically a tan color. I absolutely love this. I just love the way that they paired this with this particular model here. I love the simple and elegant slingback shoes here that she's wearing. This is just such a beautiful, beautiful trench dress. So for this particular trench dress, I thought about the Me 2020, and I think it would fit this particular style so much so. Now, if you don't want to add the breast pockets, because that pattern comes with breast pockets as well as side pockets as well on the dress, you can omit those. You don't have to sew the pockets to those. What I love about that pattern, you also get a sleeve pattern if you want to do a sleeve. Now, I did the sleeveless variation, and so it was a really nice dress for me, and I absolutely loved it. So I really do like this, and I think that that particular pattern would complement this as well. I also like the deer and doe pattern. That's another one that we can use. We can also use the Butterick, I think it's B6762. That one's also a really great dress pattern that we can actually use for this as well. So we can definitely recreate this style with those patterns that I mentioned. I absolutely love this. And again, right on trend with 2024 with the color and the style. Absolutely love this one. I also like this dress right here, this Carolina Herrera striped belt shirt dress with gold tone buttons that retails for $1,990. Now, I absolutely love this. I think this is stunning as well. Now, if you look real closely, you'll see that we do have a midriff here that separates the bodice from the skirt. So I haven't been able to see too many dress patterns that has this type of silhouette that's similar to this, but I do think that we can create a similar look minus the midriff, or if you want to shorten your bodice or cut your pattern in the midsection and add a midriff, we can also do that as well. So for this, I thought about the Viki Sew's Eleonora dress, also the Palmer woven dress by Style Arc. We can also use the McCall's M8030 and the McCall's M7387. So we have quite a few shirt dress with drop sleeves and collars that look very similar to this. I think this is just a perfect style. And what I love about this type of fabric, or a lot of the fabric choices that they have made in a lot of the different dresses that I'm picking out, are universal colors and also prints that you can find. So you can find striped fabric like this almost at any store. So I really like that. We can definitely get a real close match with our fabrics if we're choosing things like this. So let's go ahead and zoom in. I hope we don't lose too much resolution here. But look at the details on that. As you can see, we do have sleeve tabs. Those would be easy to create even if you don't have it that comes with your pattern. It's so easy to create sleeve tabs. It's just a square. So that's really easy to create. And like I said, if you want to add the midriff, all you have to do is cut the midsection of your dress and add that midriff. It would be so simple and easy to do that. I think this is so nice. Not crazy about the shoes, but I think the styling with the bag and the accessories like the earrings and the outfit is just, it's really nice. I do like this one. Now, as far as dresses, I feel like those are the two main dresses that I actually liked out of this collection. She does have a few other pieces here that look like they can be wardrobe staples with the right fabric, but that's it for the dresses here. Let's go to tops. So we're going to look at some tops here, and most of her tops are button-up tops. I love this one here on the right, the pearly button bow ruffle sleeve silk top. That's very gorgeous. So this iconic floral shirt is really nice. It retails for $690. So I like the shirt and the pants. I'll give a few styling suggestions with different patterns here that we can create with this. I think the new Look N6790, the Butterick B6852. There's the Grain Line Studio Archer shirt. Those are a few examples of what we can use for this here. And then for the pants, I think we can use the Simplicity S9715. So we can use the shirt and the pants out of that. The Burda Easy 6544 and the Vogue V1772. So all of those would be really nice selections and choices for this. Now, real quickly, going back to this pearly button bow ruffle sleeve silk top that retails for $1,690. I just wanted to go ahead and see this up close here. Like, look at the bow detail on that. That's so, so cute. I love that. Now, for a base, we can use the newly released Simplicity S3032. So view A has that front. So you have that really nice crew neckline that you have, or that high round neckline, I should say, with the buttons going down the center front. So view A of that top pattern looks very similar to that. But if we want to create the sleeves to that, you can either use a different pattern for those sleeves, or you can kind of just expand that sleeve pattern and create your own bow, or create like a long rectangle piece of fabric and gather that fabric in at the edge of your sleeve and put the bow on top of the sleeve. So that is the pearly button bow ruffle top. I think that that is just stunning. Stunning. It's a really nice way to add a great statement to a shirt. I have two more pieces that I wanted to share that is in the Carolina Herrera collection here. Let's go to skirts. So you'll notice that a lot of these skirts have this very classic gathered or pleated waist skirt. You either have like a midi length or a maxi length, which is very classic. I really love this one here, this floral print pleated full midi skirt. So this one retails for $1,290. Come in the color navy, but it's a print. I love it. Love it. It is so gorgeous. We have a few Vogue patterns that will be perfect for this. Also simplicity patterns as well. We have quite a few pleated skirt patterns out there, so we are not lacking for those at all. That sweater pattern is also cute, and if you want to recreate that, we can use the Simplicity S9272 for that. This is a really nice little outfit here, and I think that's really cute. So here's another one of my favorite skirts out of the collection. This is the metallic check tweed A-line mini skirt that retails for $1,090. This is just so gorgeous. Like, I don't really like boucle or tweed all that much because of the feel of it. I really do love the plaids or the stripes and things of that nature. I think they are so beautiful. So I like this. And this also, you can get this as a set. So there's a jacket that goes with this, and I'll share with you the jacket. And there's also a pair of pants that you can get as well. So for the jacket and the skirt, we can use the Butterick B6738. We can also use the new Look N6789 for the jacket. We can use the new Look N6792 for the skirt, so views B and C. And we can also use the Butterick B5719 for the skirt and the jacket, and the Vogue V1992 views A and C. Now let's look at the jacket. This is the collarless metallic check tweed crop jacket. So this is what the jacket looks like. So that's just very gorgeous. Love that. So yeah, I think any of those patterns that I mentioned would be a fantastic base to sew something like this. So that's basically what I wanted to share with you from the Neiman Marcus website, from the Carolina Herrera collection for this year. Let's go ahead and look at the Arkis Punto collection. The fall 2024 Arkis Punto collection is massive. So it has 5 pages and there's quite a bit to cover here. So I'm going to be very selective because we have so much here to cover. But as you can see, right from the start of the collection, we have these beautiful, nice brown toned colors, very dramatic shirt and dress or skirt here. Very, very gorgeous. But as we go deeper into the collection, you'll see more subdued colors, more colors that are grounded in like your earthy colors, more colors that are on trend here. As you can see here with this beautiful knit sweater in a soft and chunky wool alpaca. It's a boucle and it retails for $895. So I think that something like that will be very simple and easy to sew with a very simple, basic pattern like that Viki sews Carol top. We have a few patterns that we can create something like this. So I love that about this collection, that we have a lot of those everyday pieces. I do like these two here, and I want to offer a little bit of commentary on both of these here. Now, the one here on the right, this is a white turtleneck cashmere sweater that retails for $1,490. And I really think, again, that Simplicity S8982, I think it's a universal pattern when it comes to styles like this. And again, that fabric choice is going to be key. This quilted trapezoid long coat is also a really nice one to make. So if you look real closely, you'll notice that we have a shirt collar with this instead of like a notch collar. So we typically have like a notch collar or some type of really big, wide collar for our coats, especially with trench style coats. But for this, we have a shirt collar, and I think that's really unique. I haven't found any patterns that mimic that shirt collar, but I do feel like we can replicate this and it would be relatively easy to sew. We can use the McCall's M8438, or for plus size, we can use the McCall's M8439. And we can also use the McCall's M7667. So I think those patterns would be really good for this type of style. Now, I'm not into quilted jackets, but I do love the tone here. I love the colors. I love the style and the design. The details are really nice. So it's something different, and that's what I like about it. I also like this beautiful skirt here. This is a midi knit skirt and ribbed cashmere that retails for $1,990. Now, while I was not able to find many skirt patterns that resemble this, I feel like you can take a long maxi skirt and tailor the top part of that skirt to your body to where it's more of a semi-fit or a fitted look, and have the bottom tail of your skirt flare out to get that look. So I do think that you might be able to get away with using something like the Style Arc North Coat, I think it's called, knit skirt, or the new Look 6762 or the 6735, or even the Simplicity 6288. So anything like that, you might be able to use it as a base and then kind of tailor it to your body as you're sewing with it. There's another knit skirt that looks like this. It's similar to it, but not quite. It doesn't have that mermaid flare at the bottom like this one has, not as prominent anyway. And so I want to share with you that one here in a minute. I love this bomber jacket here, this leather bomber jacket. I think it is a really nice jacket, and we can definitely sew this with the Vogue. There's a couple Vogue patterns that we can use. I think the first is Vogue V1877. There's also the McCall's M7636. That one has a rib collar, but we can definitely take that off and use a leather collar instead. So I think that would be a really nice jacket to recreate. Those chocolate colors are just gorgeous. Love that. I love that chunky knit cardigan as well. Oh, this chenille rib tube dress is also really gorgeous. And I thought about a few things that we can make with that as well. That is just gorgeous. We can definitely use that Simplicity 8982 pattern for this. There's a couple Vogue patterns that we can actually use for this as well. There's the McCall's M7999, I believe it is, M7999, that we can use for that as well. That's gorgeous. I'm just trying to get through some of this so that I can get to the ones that I've actually selected for commentary and discussion here. So here is the other flared knit ribbed wool dress that I was telling you guys about earlier. So it retails for $995. And I love this one because look at that fabric detail there. Like the texture and the rib on this is just so beautiful. I love this. Look at that. That's gorgeous. So again, we can definitely use a few of the different skirt patterns that I've suggested earlier, that Style Arc knit skirt pattern, as well as the new Look 6762, the new Look 6735, and the Simplicity 6288. So all of those would be really great for this skirt here. Gorgeous skirt. Oh, this is another one that I wanted to share with you guys. This is the mixed media wool knit sweater with lace sleeves that retail for $995. For this one, I'm thinking again that Simplicity S8982, that is such a universal pattern that we can use for styles like this, as well as the Forget Me Not Vera knit top. Now that is a free pattern, and I think that one would be good as well. And the Simplicity S8385, and also the Tiana's Closet, I think it's Mitchie puff sleeve top. So all of those would be so fitting for this type of top. I also like this long knit cardigan in soft and chunky wool. Retails for $995. Now for something like this, I would go with the Simplicity S9374 or the Butterick B6742. And then there's also an indie pattern called the Melville cardigan and vest that you can use for this as well. So I really love the texture on this, the bands, the tie details, the pockets. It's just such a gorgeous, gorgeous vest. And I would love to recreate something like this. And it seems as though the car coat is going to be on the last page. So it comes in this beautiful caramel color as well as a navy color. And I absolutely love this coat. I know it's basic. It's your basic coat, but it's something that I really, really like. I do love this. So I was thinking about the Burda 6462. You can crop it to make it kind of the same size here. I was also thinking about the Simplicity S9854. Again, you can crop it. You can also use the Burda 6736 and the Simplicity S9824. So any of those patterns I think would be really nice. Let's look at it in the navy color because I really do love this. It's really gorgeous. So those are the things that I wanted to share with you from the Arkis Punto collection. So I absolutely love this leopard print shearling lambskin zip jacket. It retails for $2,500. I mean, look at that. That is so gorgeous. Look at that. That is beautiful. So for this, the Simplicity S3009 would work really well with this. The only difference with this and that Simplicity pattern is that the Simplicity pattern has buttons. This has a zipper, but it has the same silhouette. I mean, you have those beautiful drop shoulder sleeves, crop sleeves, that beautiful neckline. I mean, it's a really great coat. I love this coat. So I definitely think we can recreate something like that with that Simplicity pattern. Here's another jacket that I absolutely love. This is a plaid cashmere single-breasted jacket that retails for $6,095. It comes in the color beige, but as you can see, you do have some plaid stripes here, so you have different colors here. And for this one, I thought about the Burda 5855 or the Style Arc Logan Shacket. We can also use the Simplicity S9388 Shacket or the McCall's M8210 if we size it down. So you'll have to size that one down a little bit, but you can still get kind of the same silhouette here that we see here. And I love this. It's gorgeous. So gorgeous. So here is another faux fur jacket that I love. So this is the double-breasted faux fur jacket that retails for $12,700. So this is a beautiful one as well. And I thought about the Vogue V9367 for that one. So this is a beautiful one. I love this one. It's such a gorgeous little jacket here. We are now on the Saks Fifth Avenue website, and as promised, we are going to take a look at some cropped trench styles as well as some blazers. And at first glance, for me, what really sticks out is this trench style in the middle. It is the Alice and Olivia Keith faux leather crop trench coat that retails for $595. And I love this. I have so many recommendations that we can use for this style. So this is just so beautiful. I think the color is really nice, especially in this beautiful leather. So I immediately thought about the newly released ME2089 by Brittany J. Jones. So I think that that is a fantastic pattern to start with. And I also love that they have this as a set. Like you can purchase it individually, or you can purchase these beautiful wide leg vegan leather pants. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out of this mode here in a minute so that you can actually see these pants. And I think that as a set, it is so gorgeous. So I really love that they put a basic white tee underneath this, because we have the color scheme, this beautiful brown color for the jacket as well as the pants. I think that beautiful white tee breaks up those colors, especially because they also have her in a shoe that is very similar to this. So I love that they styled this with the white tee underneath. Absolutely love this set. So here are the pants. So these are the Dylan wide leg vegan leather pants. And I think that these pants with that cropped blazer would be so cute, especially if you break it up with a basic white tee like they did underneath, or a navy blue would be so good with this as well. They also have a black color as well. So we have some options here that we are seeing that we can recreate this in different colorways. I think that black is a really good staple. We need blacks in our wardrobe anyway. So I think that a black, you cannot go wrong with a really nice black pair of trousers. I love how they styled this with this beautiful top. That top is just so gorgeous. This gorgeous cropped Charles trench coat by Favorite Daughter here that's on the left is also very nice. I immediately thought about the Nomi ME2089 for this one, but there's also a Mimi G pattern that looks very close to this one. I sewed that pattern a couple years ago, and I used a corduroy fabric. I'll have to look up the number of that pattern and I'll put it here so you can see what it looks like. But this would be a really great pattern for this style as well. But you do have those tabs that's on the shoulder that is on that pattern, as well as this beautiful notch collar. You have a lot of the features that you see on this cropped trench that is also in that Mimi G pattern. And so that would be a really great pattern to use for this as well. I also think that this Rag and Bone Beverly cropped trench coat is a really great staple as well. So let's take a look and see what it has to offer. So I'll go ahead and put a few images of the sewing patterns that we can use for this. I think it's a classic look. That's what I love about many of these trench styles. That foundation of what a trench coat is seems to never go out of style. So I think we can't go wrong when creating looks like this. This Max Mara Fred trench cape reminds me of two patterns that I'm thinking of right now, and that is the Simplicity S3033 and the Mimi G pattern that was just released, the Simplicity S98 Me93. So both of those patterns I think would be really nice to start with if you want this type of a style, a cape. That Mimi G pattern has a little bit more to it. I think we have a little bit more in the way of like overlays and things of that nature, but I'm sure you can probably omit some of those things and get a similar style as what you see here. I love this Wayne denim double-breasted blazer. And for this, I'm thinking the new Look 6351 or the Vogue V1644. So both of those would be really great options for this particular style. So here we have a model in a basic white t-shirt, as well as a classic regular straight leg pant. So that's a pretty decent styling there. For this Jensen satin crop jacket, I thought about the assembly line crop jacket pattern. Now we won't have the same sleeve because this is a set-in sleeve and the assembly line pattern is a raglan sleeve pattern. However, the neckline and the body of the garment as well as the little hemband is quite similar to that pattern. And so you can make a few tweaks and alterations to get it to look similar to this. The sleeve will look a little different, but if you choose a satin fabric and something really close to this, I think you can get something that's fairly close to this style here that we're seeing. That's a gorgeous outfit. I'm not crazy about cargo pants, so I don't really like the pockets on the side so much, but I do think the styling is magnificent. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous jacket there. So if you all can remember the wide leg Olivia, Alice and Olivia trousers, as well as that beautiful crop jacket, I think that this would be another alternative. So instead of making the wide leg pants, you can also make this beautiful Veronica Beard Louise faux leather midi dress. So it come in two different colors. You have the black and then you have this beautiful tan color as well, or brownish color. So I think that that would be a really nice, like a really nice outfit if you want to do the crop blazer and the skirt instead of the wide leg pants. I think this would be a great alternative to that. And they're calling this color whiskey. I really love the way that they styled the model here with this beautiful navy blue and white striped cardigan. And some beautiful black flats. This is a really nice, sophisticated outfit. I love it, love it, love it. For this skirt, I thought about the Butterick B6866. So that would be a really nice skirt to use to recreate this look here. Now let's hop back over on the Ralph Lauren site, and then we're going to go ahead and kind of sum up this part 3 series. So now let's go ahead and circle back around to the Ralph Lauren collection. And as I mentioned before, there are a few things in this collection that we just did not get to see. And I think it's so fitting to just kind of circle back around to where we started to look at some more of the collection. So I did quite a bit of research to see if I can find a sweater pattern that looks kind of identical to this, but I haven't been able to find anything. I wasn't quite successful. So if you guys can chime in the comment section below and let me know if you have seen any patterns in the community, whether it's in indie patterns or commercial patterns, let me know in the comment section below if you've seen any cardigans that resemble this. I absolutely love the neckline. I love the drape. I love how they styled the model here. I love the different textures that we're seeing. So we're seeing this beautiful chunky wool-like cardigan sweater with this beautiful, elegant, silky slip dress. And I think the two look just so great together. I love how they styled this. It's just a beautiful sweater. I love it. I love it so much. Let's take a look at how she is modeling this here. I think it's just a gorgeous little slit in the front. I love the seam lines, the details. It's just, I love this collection. I absolutely love this collection. And we have so many different slip dresses like this. We just had a few released last year, I think under the Simplicity brand as well as New Look. So we have a few slip dress options that we can use to create something similar to this. I think even Vogue has a few slip dress options that we can use. But this whole outfit is just so, so wonderful. I absolutely love it. And you can see that she has these beautiful Candice embellished satin sandal heels that retails for $1,250. So this whole outfit is just really great. I absolutely love it. Now, if we scroll down here, they give us some more recommendations of things that are in this collection that we might like. And I really do like this very first one. This is the Haley Cashmere Blend Jacket that retails for $890. I mean, look at that. It is so stunning, stunning. And I don't know what it is about these colors that they are putting together. So as you notice that when we were on the Nordstrom site, they did a lot of the same colors for like jackets, blazers, vests, and it was just a lot of overlap of the same colors. But you can see here that the designers for this Ralph Lauren collection, like they really thought about color placement. You can really tell that they focused in on looking at the details of colors, like color placement, where they should place different pieces in the wardrobe. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful collection here. We are seeing like the same color schemes, but not the same colors. And they just go together so well and blend together like effortlessly. I love it. I love this jacket. And I think maybe it is the way that they styled the model and the pieces that work together that's making me so hyped about this collection, but it is beautiful nonetheless. So a few blazer patterns came to mind when I first saw this, and the very first that popped in my mind that I actually own a copy of, but I've never sewn it yet, and that is the Closet Core Jessica blazer. I think that that blazer pattern would be a really great pattern to sew for this style here. I absolutely love it. As you can see, it's just a single breasted jacket pattern, but it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern. I love the pockets. It's more simple, I think, in design than that Jessica blazer. But what I like about the Jessica blazer is that it has a lot of features like elbow patches and things of that nature that you can actually omit. You can make it as basic as you want. That Jessica pattern is very overwhelming, and I think that's why I set it to the side a couple years ago. I think it has something like 28 pattern pieces, but I think you can get away with sewing about 10, maybe 15 pattern pieces if you omit some of the features of that pattern. And I think you can definitely do that and make something more simple in design like we're seeing right here. Again, those colors are just so gorgeous. I also thought about the Elevated blazer by Ellie and Mac, and then also the Friday Pattern Company's Heather blazer. So I think any one of those patterns would do just fine with this Ralph Lauren blazer pattern because we see the same or a similar silhouette in both the pattern as well as this Ralph Lauren pattern here. Just absolutely immaculate styling. Like, look at the bag. They have a darker color to tie it all in. I love the dark brown color for the shoes and the handbag. And we're going with a little bit more of lighter tones for the garments. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love this detail to color to style. Absolutely gorgeous. Now let's take a look at this Gabby Lamb suede jacket. I think this is another one out of the collection that just caught my eye immediately. I love it. It comes in this color luggage brown. And this looks more like a shacket, kind of like a cross between a shirt and a jacket. So you could definitely use those types of patterns. that we're seeing in the sewing community that resembles this shacket look. And I gave some recommendations earlier on in the video with, I think it was a Keaton version of this as well, that you can definitely use those patterns to create the same look. But again, we're seeing these beautiful colors that complement the jacket. We're seeing a gray heather type pair of trousers as well as a cashmere turtleneck sweater, which I think is very gorgeous in styling and details. Let's see what the shoes are like. Oh yes, we have some brown shoes to kind of tie in the look with the brown suede jacket. I mean, Ralph Lauren really did their thing with this collection. This collection really excites me. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it really, really excites me. I love this collection. The attention to detail is just superb. I love the buttons. And I think that the buttons kind of bring out the turtleneck, like the color of the turtleneck as well as the buttons. It's a beautiful, beautiful styling. And then we have that beautiful belt that they cinched around her waist. That's also really gorgeous. I love it, love it, love it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I love this collection. This is another piece that caught my eye, this Margaret herringbone jersey day dress that retails for $1,990. So there are so many different patterns that we can use. We have Vogue patterns that resemble this style. We have simplicity patterns. We have new look patterns. We have so many different patterns that resemble this very basic style. And so all we would need to do is pay close attention to the fabric that we choose. I think this would probably be the most likely of everything that we have seen in this series that we can actually recreate, because it's so basic. The pattern is basic, the color is basic, and yet it really pops. And the styling, as you can see with the styling, the belt, the bag, the shoes, the accessories is what really make the garment pop. So I really do like this, and I think it would be something really nice to recreate. And that dress has pockets. I love a dress with pockets. I love a dress with pockets. Absolutely love it. Love, love, love. I love this skirt. This is the Jenny wool flannel skirt that retails for $1,490 in the color medium gray. Look at that beautiful yoke. Now, I don't know too many skirt patterns that have a yoke like this. I think there's a Mimi G pattern that has a similar yoke, but it has gathering underneath the yoke. So I don't know if you would want to use that, but you would get the same or similar flow in your skirt. So that might work for this. And then I also thought about the Vogue V9090, the Butterick 6866, and the Vogue V8980. So all of those have kind of the same or similar silhouette to this skirt here. You just, again, have to make sure you pay particular attention to your fabric. They used a wool fabric here, so I think that that would be what we would need to use if we want to recreate something like this. Again, the styling. I'm not too crazy about the sweater. I think the sweater is a little bit, I don't like it's not the colors. I think it's the design, the print that I don't really like. But I love those boots, those Viki goat suede tall boots. Those are gorgeous. Love this outfit. And as you can see, the yoke in the back has that same yoke detail as the front. So I think that's really gorgeous. We have inseam pockets. This is a beautiful skirt, and I love that. These Daria stretch satin wide leg pants that retail for $1,590 in the color truffle. Absolutely stunning. Love these pants. Gorgeous. So gorgeous. Those are all very gorgeous. I love this wool jersey polo day dress that retails for $1,690 because it's very simple. It's definitely something that we can recreate. We can take a Henley top or any type of uh, top that has a half button placket, and we can create a dress with it. So it's very simple and easy to recreate things like this. And so I really love this design for that reason. This Viki linen day dress that retails for $1,490. It come in two different colors. You have that navy color as well as this luxe cream color. I love both of those colors. Absolutely stunning. It's definitely another dress that we can recreate as well. Very simple. I love the belt around the waistline. So gorgeous. This Anaya linen day dress is also really gorgeous. This one has a wrap around the neckline instead. It also comes in the color navy and retails for $2,390. Here's another quilted jacket by Ralph Lauren. This is retailing for $498. Also come in the color navy. And I was thinking about a Burda pattern that also just recently came out in the fall of 2024. That pattern could be used to create something like this. This Sullivan lambskin bomber jacket that retails for $3,990 reminds me of a Vogue pattern that was released a couple summers ago. I think it was maybe early spring, maybe. And I think we can definitely recreate that with this. It is such a beautiful jacket that has a collar instead of a rib knit collar. It has a shirt collar, and that's what I really loved about that Vogue pattern that came out a couple years ago. And I think we can definitely recreate this jacket with that pattern. So that is it. I hope that you all had a fun time with this series. If you enjoyed the series, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you would like to see for the winter series. I am excited to do a winter series similar to this. And let me know what you're looking for. Like, what do you like to wear in the winter? If you want me to showcase sweater patterns, or if you want me to showcase more trench coat styles, or if you want me to focus more on dresses or pants, or just let me know in the comment section below what you would like me to focus on for the winter collection, and I will get started on looking for patterns for winter. Thank you all for sticking around and watching the series. I really appreciate your comments and your feedback. This has been very, very fun, and I look forward to doing this in the winter. I will talk to you all in the next video, and stay creative.